Hello, Precision Volume Traders. This is Dale coming to you from PrecisionVolumeTrading.com on Friday, February 26th. Welcome. This will be our risk notice. No representation is being made that the use of any precision volume trading strategy, system, or trading methodology will generate profits. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. There is substantial risk of loss associated when trading securities, futures, options, and equities. Please, ladies and gentlemen, as trading is very risky, it does have great rewards, but also has great risk. Please, if you have any questions in the area of risk before making a trade, please contact and speak with your financial advisor. Any questions at all? Thank you. All right, as the video we're starting out. We're introducing today our new Precision Volume Trading Oscillator. We debuted it today in our live trading room. Wow, did we have some great trades today. Let me show you how it went. All right, guys, we're going to do two parts on this video. One with the Nasdaq, and then a second part with our YM. All right, so as we can see here, I'm using my cursor. Get the cursor. Today is Friday the 26th. This is the 9:20 area on 226. Here is our NQ open, which it starts presenting here at 9:30. We waited. We see some good volume coming in, big volume coming in here. We see our support and resistance down below. We get a nice little lift up, get some green arrows telling us there is some longs coming in here. We make a high, put a low in, we come back for exactly our 61.8, get our big hook right here on our new PVT Oscillator, and start the buying process to take the market on back up with our second green, seeing that 61,500 test, moving on up here. I think all of our members picked up some nice trades here from the 40s up into the 70s and 80s. Whoa, what a way to start the day on the Nasdaq. All right, guys, just moving on after this little retrace. Let's kind of get rid of some of these lines. Get rid of it. We see our new PVT oscillator make a high just like it did. We came back down again, fully loaded on our oscillator. And we made the hook right here. Notice from the swing low at 931 and the swing high at 12,953. Ooh, we dropped. We didn't make anything there. We got another support. Then our second hook came in with the new high, got right back up on the market here and pushed up again. Now, I mean, yes, indeed. Notice even the next setup at 937 here. We measured the next swing point pullback on our support and resistance, got our perfect 500. If we used our swing low, perfect 500, second hook back up again, getting the full move on our retracement up here to our target of the 13,035. Some were getting in a little later, as we can see on our next hook up on the Nasdaq here with another hook on our high volume indicator and already being green. So every little move here from this swing point to this high, nice 61 pullback here on our hook again, taking it on up again on the Nasdaq. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see the hooks here just giving us the lift here on the Nasdaq. So we kind of scroll forward and we saw about this time where we saw a downside play coming in. Let me go ahead and now, sorry, there was coughing. Didn't want to cough right into the mic. We see a low here after a good pullback, and then we come into our indicator of our support and resistance here on the Nasdaq. Now keep in mind we've had a major push down there after taking some nice longs. We have our camera went out. We have our hook to the downside up here at the top. Yes, we're looking for the retrace after getting a new low here to our left with our oscillator pushing to the upside. We don't have a new low. A new high here on our oscillator. We only tested the swing point to the left. And if we measure, from our previous swing point high to our new swing point low, not getting anything new. We see the short side coming down with our red arrow and our second hook to the downside there on our oscillator. Wow, that's back 4 trades now so far on our Nasdaq new oscillator. All right, guys, I'm having to squinch the screen up just a little bit for the camera to view. Here we go. So we can see that major little push down that we just saw here on our cursor with our NQ pushing down. We see the lower high here. We do see a new high. All right. So we see this swing high and this swing low, a perfect 61.8 pullback. Now we're seeing our red arrows to the left, our support arrows telling us, all right, it looks like our centipede, our brand spanking new oscillator is trying to tell us another push to our half gap on the day. So if our oscillator does not make a new high here after seeing this higher low to our left, we're looking for the break of the actual open. So we come on, we get our red arrow, we push on down and take out our half gap there again with our oscillator and our support and resistance and our second red arrow there on our NQ telling us to make it to our half gap there. Ladies and gentlemen, this was all before the 9:30, 10 o'clock moves to the upside, and then getting by 10 o'clock the move to the downside on the half gap there. Wow, what an indicator that this is showing to be for the PVT oscillator, with coming into our real core of our support and resistance, and our red indicator telling us with the arrows telling us that we are making the move. Then we actually see the big volume come in after hitting the half gap. I know I don't take the oscillator on the upside after hitting a new calculated low. And we can actually see to our left with our red arrow candle, we can actually see our downside target. We hit everything. There's our white, there's our red, and there's our white again at the half gap. So precision volume trading, nice stuff there. So let's look for the long side. If there is one, market did not. Our oscillator is making new lows here. So we kind of passed on that. It is getting to the time of the news at this point. So just looking here with the news in tow here in the 950, I think we stopped right in this zone at 955, waiting for our 10 o'clock news today. We see still another new low here coming in. Our oscillator, our reds are still showing up. We're still seeing volume. And then at 10:02, it looks like 10:02, no, 10:03, no. We did not hit the full gap here, but we got our first hook on our new oscillator. without making a new low. We have actually, as you can see here on the price, a higher low. Some of our traders were already on the long side. I was not here. That was a nice setup though. So as we can see, the money bar here telling us where to go. We're going to take the swing point, but with the money bar, yes, we're looking at white, red, and then white back up to our half gap there. Wow, what nice stuff there. So we're now at this point looking for some opportunity for the pullback. We want a pullback here, guys. We want some action. So we start looking for our 61s, our 850s, any kind of hook. Not happening so far. New lows still coming in. New lows still coming in. Some of the traders are saying we're on the short side with the lower high on the oscillator here. Oscillator is telling us we're still making new lows. PVT is still on the low side there after taking the full gap. So just now at this point, we're looking for now no more new lows in the oscillator yet. We're making higher lows now. We are seeing some higher lows. Sorry, the camera just dropped the chart there. So we're seeing higher lows here on the oscillator, moving just a little bit forward, a huge dip push up. All right, guys, now remember, we've been calling out trades all morning. We're like, oh, let's take just a break for just a moment here, right? All right, so let's look for a nice little hook, push up, push back down here. So I can make it the cursor back. We're looking for a hook up. We know where our dynamics are. So now at this point, we don't have a 500 or 61, but if we get another hook, we have to get on the upside. So here, I'm not cherry picking, as you can say. Nope, we did not get it. We made a new low. So we're looking here for a right pullback zone and another hook. Now we're starting to get our hook here on our live chart here and looking for the upside. There we go. As you can see in live and in color, a perfect 61.8 pullback. And then the hook is telling us to take the long side. Some excellent, spectacular trading today on the Nasdaq, guys. Now let me take a look at the YM chart. Okay, traders, YM, today's charts, as you can see, I display always the rollover contract, and here is just the early morning trading. Our live trading room opens up at 8. I do not start moderating until 9, but you can see our YM 144 tick chart today, 8. This is the 8:51 all the way this morning, overnight lows, early morning lows. We'll just start out there with our first hook that we had right after the news, right after all the pullbacks here. Nice little push up, lifting, and look at the prior swing point. There's the swing point below our support and resistance line. So I'm always going to start off with that point, making for sure that I get a 61.8 with a good low on our new PVT oscillator and look for the hook to the upside. We can already see we were green and magenta to underneath us, telling us that our support was there as well. Also, now look at the nice little pullback, a perfect 61 right there on our second even hook up there on the YM. So YM, as we can kind of see, was just a little bit boring here for the early morning trades, but yes, swing point low, lift up 500, another hook right here on our YM. As I stated, it does that. If you like the lift up here on the hook up, it's still worth the 15 to 20 points. and then hitting that second target on the next hookup of the YM on the PVT oscillator. So yeah, once we got in, they're still taking out the 415 close and still continuing on with our second and third hookup here. And I say the hookup on our new PVT oscillator. Money bar, money bar, money bar. We actually call that the nice little either rotation or 50% of our current move. So let me kind of now stroll just a little bit forward. You can see the highs coming in, and then actually the lows. Now remember at 9:30 we were already setting up, as I stated, on the Nasdaq, but look at our high here on our oscillator and our lower high right there on our new oscillator. And the money bar, as I just stated to you, it's either a reversal or 500 or a run. And then we had the red arrow telling us downside, right? So people took from the 50 on down to the 20, on down to the 10s. Nice trading there. Getting another hook, not making a swing low, but actually coming right back up on the upside there. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is more videos to come on our new PVT oscillator, but this is just the beginning. Have any questions about the new PVT oscillator? Send me an email at precisionvolumetrading@gmail.com. Check out our website, precisionvolumetrading.com. Want to be in a real live trading room? Give us an email. We'll talk to you about it. Otherwise, see you on the next video. Please subscribe to all videos so that you're notified of new videos coming out as well. Thanks for viewing. See you on the next one. Have a great weekend.